tinfoil hat.
Oh, what the f*** are you guys even talking about?
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them.
Welcome to Tinfoil Hat. We go deep, homeboy. Eric, open your mic. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
Revolution will be podcasted.
All right, welcome to Tinfoil Hat, live from the Wise Wolf Gold and Silver Studio. That's right, go to samtripoli.gold, use the promo code TINFOIL, and you too can get in on the precious metals game. And I'm telling you, if you're worried about your money, how it's not worth jack squat, then put that money in the precious metals and stabilize your cash. That's how we're going to do it in the future. Very excited to have our next guest on. He is a freedom fighter, and he's got some interesting stories. Very excited to have him on. Erik Meder, how are you, buddy?
Great. Yeah, thank you very much for having me on.
Erik, pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us. Erik, for those who may not be familiar with you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where our listeners can find you?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I run Privacy Academy with my father. It's privacyacademy.com. Our biggest goal is to help average non-techie people exit the surveillance state. And so we're basically an education platform. And we believe in privacy for the sake of liberty, because these globalists, these power seekers are really trying to crack down on liberty through the technological grid that they're setting up. I mean, it's very clear. England is really setting a prime example of this right now.
Yeah, I think it was Sweden, was it? Or Switzerland, totally voted for it. And you're like, is it Switzerland or Sweden? Because that's
I think it's both of them. I know for sure that Switzerland, they just barely passed it. It was like 50.4%.
54 to 46 or something. But Switzerland's its own thing. You get into the discussion of why didn't Hitler go into Switzerland? They give you all this bullshit. Oh, the mountains, and it wasn't strategically. It's like bullshit. That's where the cabal is. That's where the head of the snake of the fractional reserve banking is. That's where the Bank of International Settlements, and that's why he didn't go in there, because that's who was funding everything, and that's who was paying him to do what he did. Oh my God, Hitler was fighting the football. Anyways, it's not a Hitler conversation, but I totally agree with you. I believe this is the fight of our lives right now.
Absolutely.
We were very naive after 9/11, and we're like, yeah, man. So the government and the intelligence agencies that didn't protect us on the day, we should totally give them sweeping more power so they could protect us, even though they went out of their way not to protect us, and they probably were behind it. But this is insanity what they want to do. So where do you want to start? You want to start on our phones?
Sure. I'm glad to go anywhere. I think 9/11 is a great example of how, these power seekers create a problem and then they create the solution. Another great example of this is you look at Keir Starmer. What was the argument he made for this? He said, okay, well, there's too many immigrants, working illegally. Keir Starmer is the guy that pumped Britain with levels of immigrants that we've never seen before. They create this problem and then they create a solution that is designed to limit freedom. And that's really how they do this. But if we want to talk about the exact ways that we can do it, I think one area I'd like to start talking about is the way that they're able to do mass manipulation nowadays on an individual level, because I think that's a topic that people don't talk about enough. And I have a great story to share about that too, if you'd like me to talk about it.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so in the past, if we look at how propaganda was spread, you look at like radio, TV, newspapers, those are all dumb devices. They were successful in spreading a message. Like, for example, television goes all over the nation. Everyone sees the same message. They can spread it far and wide, but it's this blanket statement. Nowadays, everyone has their own smart device. Everyone accesses social media, and they get a tailored message for them. And it goes much deeper than what average people think. So I guess to start this off, my father is the one who founded Privacy Academy. He has been teaching me about it for a long time, but I'm 26 now, but about 6 years ago, I was going through some pretty hard times. I was pretty brainwashed, honestly. I was like 300 pounds. I was on like countless antipsychotics, antidepressants. I was just completely brainwashed. And I went to culinary school. I was a cook at a restaurant. And one day I was especially depressed, and I listened to the song Rotten Apple by Alice in Chains on repeat over and over and over. And then after work, I came home and I opened TikTok. I started scrolling. And then eventually I came across a meme that said, when you're a line cook and you listen to Rotten Apple 24/7 and you want to kill yourself. And when I saw that, I was like, I was stunned. I mean, really, I didn't believe it at the time. That was before AI was even really talked about. And it felt so unbelievable. Like the coincidence was just, it felt fake. And I didn't even want to talk to people about it because I thought they'd think I was crazy. So it was such a strong slap in the face that I uninstalled TikTok. And it kind of really woke me up onto this.
So what you're saying right now is you feel that wasn't just a video you found. Do you feel that video was made specifically for you?
I mean, it's either the craziest coincidence, but if you look at the AI that exists nowadays on a public level, that would be child's play for them to make. I mean, if you look at how they collect data, okay, I go to a culinary school, I go to a restaurant, they know all of that stuff. They can see my text to people. They can see that I'm depressed, maybe impressionable. Spotify's on my phone. They can see that I'm listening to Rotten Apple 24/7.
Holy shit.
And it can easily tie all of those things and make a simple meme. So whether it's the craziest coincidence or whether it was AI generated, regardless, I was shown it and there's an agenda. And the whole point of it is it's this relatable content. So I'm the consumer. I'm saying, okay, I am a line cook. Yeah, that is true. And then I listen to Rotten Apple 24/7. I go, wow, yeah, that is true. So that's relatable. And then they sneak in the third point. And that's how they're slowly able to manipulate the masses. It's kind of like earlier I said with radio or TV, it's this blanket message. But now with this detailed profile that they're creating on everyone, it's this, instead of it's the TV saying you want to kill yourself, it's you're a line cook, you love Rotten Apple, and you want to kill yourself. And that's much more powerful.
Did you go down that profile at all? Was it a meme profile? Was it a bot profile? Were you following it? Is there any connection to you at all? Or was it just you were like a coincidence at a random?
No, like I said, actually, it was just so it really creeped me out, and I just closed the app and uninstalled right away. So I didn't investigate it. It had like 300-ish likes, so it didn't have a lot. It could either be AI generated. It could be a coincidence. I mean, I will say, as a line cook, that is probably more a depressed crowd, and they would listen to Alice in Chains, but still the coincidence is just crazy.
Well, I tell the story all the time about this weird moment I had at my kids' park. I brought my kids to this park near my house. And as we're walking to the park, we all look up and there's a Black Hawk helicopter. Like, I have to say, 200 feet above us, not that far away, like super close to the point. My one daughter's autistic. She loves it. She runs up to go stare at it. All the parents are kind of staring, going, what the is that? So it lands on the building next to us, and then it just takes off. It was very weird. And as I'm walking back, as my kids are playing, I walk over to this metal bench, and I go, okay, I'm going to sit on this bench. And I look down on my phone, and there's an advertisement for metal benches. Like, how crazy is that? I don't even know if I said I'm going to sit on this metal bench. Why would I say it? I just thought, oh, that bench is open. And it looked down, there's an advertisement to buy metal benches on my phone.
Crazy. And who would even buy that? I mean, that's such a targeted item, too.
You know what I mean? It knows precisely where you are. So it knows precisely you're in that park with those metal benches. So it might not even be telepathy. It could be just, hey, Sam Tripoli is exactly where that bench is, because they've mapped everything. It's the Internet of Things. It's become reality.
Okay, I agree with that, but I'm also walking right to something specific.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying
would it have come up if I walked over to my daughter to help her onto the slide?
Maybe. I think they've got it down to centimeters now, like locations like that.
Where's that? I mean, Johnny, have you seen that new Google app thing where you'll take a picture of anything and it'll tell you what sneaker it is, or
Yeah, there are a bunch of AI applications like that. Google has done.
It's amazing where you don't even have to try to find a sneaker. If I want those sneakers, I take a picture of those sneakers, I put it on there, and it tells me what year they came out, where I can find them, and it's just like.
Well, the creepiest thing is, and I was going to save this for BS, but have you guys? I was driving in LA the other day, coming back from Hollywood Bowl. Have you seen the ads for this thing? It just says like you need a friend or something up there, and it's like almost like an air tag on a pendant. It's a necklace.
Yeah.
And I Googled it, friend.com. The guy spent like a couple million on this URL. And it is an artificial intelligence that in this circle on your chest, this thing that listens to everything you do. The microphone doesn't go off. It's always listening. And it messages you just throughout the day on your phone, and it's meant to like replace friends. Basically, it's for like lonely people. And the ads for this thing are some of the creepiest shit, dude. It's like just people alone in public places, chatting with their pendant on their neck. And it's called Friend.
And we've talked about this.
So
there's gonna be a basic, a premium, a super premium where it talks to you unlimited, or you only get an hour interaction with this friend. Where it's just they're just going to be.
It's a tiered service.
No, I'm assuming that eventually would be a tier service. Right now, there's a basic account, but then eventually, once they have people that are addicted and want it, like we have a premium account where it talks to you instead of 1 hour a day, you get 5 hours a day. It comes with 3 friends instead of 1 friend, and it's just I don't know. It just seems like a creepy, creepy rabbit hole.
But back to this, so you see this thing. It's very specific to you and what your life, and there is this belief that it's possible that was curated just for you. This goes back to the episode we just did, like what is real, what is not real, and this is jumping. So this is jumping to levels so crazy. Now, again, most stuff we don't know. Most stuff isn't real, but it's like the manipulation from the elites is where the dark part comes in, right? And then he puts in at the end, and you want to kill yourself. Were you still at that time?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I mean, you guys heard of that case where that ChatGPT helped that kid kill himself, and the family suing the ChatGPT. I don't know if it's going through. I don't know how that's going to go down, but it's kind of like that. It's literally they know you're type in, this is how you do it. Imagine start telling you how to do it. Your kid?
No, I'm with you. It's scary. I mean, Netflix had that show about kids killing themselves, and like 7 kids killed themselves, and they renewed the show.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you undo the phone, and this kind of is a dramatic. You undo the app off the phone, which I did once Oracle took over TikTok. I never really went on TikTok. I'm kind of too old for it, and I just think it bleeds your IQ points out of you. It's just so dumb. So I got off it, and so I got off because of Oracle, but you installed the phone. So what happened next to you?
It was a slow journey after that. Like I said, I was very lucky because my father gave me guidance, and I was one of the people that had awareness of it. And I think that's what allowed me to snap out and see. Everyone knows that their algorithm is made for them, but that was just such a slap across the face. And with the seeds that he planted knowledge-wise, I was like, okay, I'm out of this. And then I just slowly started my journey of getting out of this deep brainwashing that I had. And it was a long journey, but everything kind of came together. So I guess that was a very pivotal point for me where I kind of stepped away from that. Okay,
so this opens you up, and then you start to realize that you're in an algorithm nightmare, and you want to get off it. And so your dad's been working on this for a while. Good for you to listen to your father. Not everybody does that. I have 5-year-olds. It's hard to have deep thoughts with them and try to kind of get them because, my kids, again, they love the internet, and like most kids, and like their dad loves the internet, but dad's got to work. Dad's got to do this. I'm a little older generation. I pick and choose. I a lot of choose, but so, but it's just like, what are these kids going into? So You got into these smartphones. These things are like, I mean, it's so insane how much it's sped up our lives too. Like, I'm trying to work on this bit where it's like people have no clue how hard it is to live right now. This is like the craziest time ever. Yes, I know there was World War II and all that stuff, and and that was pretty awful. But like, this is like a daily war all the time. I'm not saying people dying isn't much worse, but this spiritual death that people are experiencing all the time. Like, they want us to have smartphones on our glasses. Now everywhere you go, email from your boss, email from the CVS, email. I'm like, now it's in your face. It's insane. And it's super dangerous. And it's like, at some point, and I'm much older than you guys, so I'm a little farther along. At some point, like, I'm at this place right now where, like, outside of my podcast, I would love to get off the internet. It's getting to that place. I've learned all I need to learn. I don't really care. And like, after our last episode we just did, it's like, I just realized Twitter is just a trauma deliverance system. It's like, it's bringing shit to me that I would never have seen before.
But it's because and the reason you stay busy enough to not need the internet. Like, you have kids, you do jujitsu. I mean, I don't know for Johnny, but at the house, I'm like, sometimes you're on it because of boredom, which, I mean,
I get it.
Yeah, there's no reason. You should go find something to do. Sometimes when I'm on,
What's your hobby?
Huh?
What's your
I
hobby?
go to the gym.
That's good.
Yeah, play poker, not really good hobby. But, yeah, I know, but, like, it's just, you're just on the internet, have nothing better to do. You don't like being bored. Who likes being bored anymore?
I know I don't, dude. I don't like being bored at all. So now it's even spying on us. We have this thing now where Apple, most people have iPhones. Hey, if you don't want it tracking to you, does opt out. Does anyone believe that?
No.
Do you believe that they're not tracking you?
Well, like
no, not at all. I mean, if you look at Windows, Apple, both these companies, I mean, Apple is very forward with saying Apple is privacy. I don't believe it in the slightest. Google has been caught lying many times. Microsoft, I mean, they're all about spyware. It's all what they're about. If you look at how their new AI works, Microsoft has Copilot, where they personally brag about it in their marketing, where they say, okay, Copilot is always watching, it's screenshotting, it's analyzing everything on your screen at all times, and it's saving that for posterity. It's basically making a profile on you. And that's just super creepy. So the problem with these companies is they're closed source, which simply means it's like having a car and you can't check under the hood. They can say what they want. There's no way to audit it. But we recommend Linux, for example, because Linux is open source, and countless different security auditors go in and they read it line by line through the code to make sure that they're doing what they actually say what they do. So it's kind of like people deserve privacy. Governments need to be transparent. The same thing goes for private software, where you deserve the encryption, but the software should be open source.
And where can I get Linux? Can I get it on my phone? I mean, is our phones with Linux in it?
Linux is more for computers, so there's a bunch of different distributions for it. You can get there's Graphene, that's good for phones, where you can install it. That's like a de-Googled version of Android. So there are basically they're basically private alternatives for almost everything you want to do. And I'm really impressed with the privacy community for being such a small niche. I mean, it's growing every day. I don't want to belittle it, but it's small compared to Google. I mean, Google is just like a titan. I mean, you can't really compete with it. But still, they're able to create such powerful tools. I'm very impressed with them.
We have a Bub phone. They've come on the show before. I really like. I haven't used their phone yet. They sent it to me. I kind of got to get on it to check it out. Johnny,
that's a Graphene phone. Yeah, Above is good.
Yeah, Bub's great. But my question is, with Palantir, and I don't want to say anything negative about Bub phone because I'm thankful that we know them and that they came on the show. But how much can you hide from this omnipresence that's something like Palantir?
You can hide a lot, really. I mean, so if you look at how data is gathered, so first of all, There's a couple steps. What I'd recommend is you do an analysis of everything you have. A lot of people have smart gadgets in their home. I don't care if my fridge just connects to the internet. I don't want that. I don't want like a Roomba, any of that stuff. So the first step is just getting rid of all the smart devices you don't need. Then another really simple step would be like your phones, your computers, put webcam covers on them, put microphone blockers. There's a company called MicLock where you can plug it in, and on a hardware level, it can block the microphone. So those are great options. Once you get to like Linux, for example, you don't have AI spyware that lives on it that's constantly taking screenshots. You can use private-oriented software. So there's a ton of stuff you can do. It's all about cutting off the flow of data. But when you get to something like what they're trying to set up in England, where they're doing digital IDs, where they're going to put vaccine passports on it, where they're going to say you can't work here, that's where you're getting to the level where it's just, I mean, that's like a social credit system. That's not something software. You could have a VPN, sure, but if they say you're not allowed in cars, you're not allowed to fly, if you can't have a job, I mean, that's a government issue, and that's beyond that's beyond a business issue. Like, there's no business that will solve that. That's a thing where you can't comply with illegal laws, basically. You can't have a job.
Hey guys, real quick, I'm telling you about our good friends at Copy My Crypto. Listen, the crypto markets, there's a lot of money to be made if you play it right, and you got to find the right coins. So no better person to listen to than my man, James McMahon, and Copy My Crypto. Guys, has it pissed you off to watch crypto fly up in price for over a decade and you still done nothing about it? Yeah, it makes sense. Crypto's complicated and real boring. Well, here's the good news. You don't need to know a thing about crypto to make money like so many have. The CopyMyCrypto.com membership site shows you the exact cryptos that YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him, okay? It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest, as you just simply copy along. So let me tell you about James. James runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has over 93,000 subscribers right now. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put $100 in each one, it went on to be worth over $123,000. That's a lot of money. Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year, the one he singled out, called Phantom, went up 692 times. That one call alone retired a number of people, including guys and gals in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify for yourself. If you'd like to join the 2,800 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing right now and head over to copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's copymycrypto.com/TFH. Okay, you'll not only find proof of everything that I've said, but our viewers get full access for just $1. Okay, yes, you missed out on Bitcoin. Maybe a little bit by chunks, but you know, there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you miss out on all of them? Guys, don't waste any more time. Go to the site and read it, okay? Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/TFH. It's ended money worries for so many, it just may do the same for you. And we thank James for sponsoring the show. Guys, let me tell you about my boy Christian Yardanov and the Live Longer formula, okay? You want to get in shape, you want to be healthier, you want to have better energy, you want to have a better sex life. There's no better place to go to get yourself back on track than the livelongerformula.com. Let me tell you about Christian Yardanov and his livelongerformula.com. If you're struggling with health challenges that you are unable to resolve, like digestive problems, low energy, can't sleep, brain fog, or hormone issues like low sex drive, anxiety, and weight gain, yes, and yes, okay, go to livelongerformula.com and book a free health assessment with my friend Christian Yardanov, okay? Christian is a longevity author and functional health practitioner, and he will help you get your gut working smoothly, detox yourself, boost your testosterone, sleep like a baby, and function at your best, because you deserve to be your best at all times, thrive, and not just survive, okay? Go to livelongerformula.com/Sam, where you can watch his latest free master class on the 7 deadly health fads that shorten your life. And after watching the masterclass, if his approach resonates with you, you can book a free metabolic function assessment with Christian so he can help you identify the root causes of your problems, okay? Make sure to mention my name, Sam, when you're booking your session, and you'll get a free gift if you decide to work with him to optimize your health and longevity. Go to livelongerformula.com/Sam and take control of your health now. And we thank Christian for sponsoring this show. Let's just say that at the moment of this recording, that petition is at 3 million signatures. And we've been told that 50 million people, 53 million people live in the UK. What the are the other 50 million people doing? Why are they not freaking out? Why, after COVID and all the chaos and that, even in the deepest, darkest part of your soul, know that no matter how hard you went COVID crazy, that they lied to you.
Yep.
And yet you still aren't upset enough to go, nope, this is a road, this is a bridge too far to cross. I can't get behind this.
Trying to live their lives, trying to make a living, raise your kids. It's kind of hard to, I imagine there are a lot of people just don't have the bandwidth for, they're just struggling with the essentials of life. Do you know what I mean? And they want you that way. They want you in the day to day,
100%. But those,
it's a luxury to be able to think about those things. It's a luxury to be able to think about those things.
The big problem is this, is how many of these people are not having kids. And when you don't have kids, you don't give a shit about the future. Everything is right now. So you don't care. So, and then on top of that, you're career oriented, which makes you hugely conformative.
Yep.
Right? And you're you want to conform so that the uppers, the higher ups at your business, know that you're a team player and you play ball. It's crazy, dude. It's fucking nuts. Yep. Take a look at China. I mean, what's going on in China is, again, how do we know what's real, what's not real, right? One second you got the Chinese saying they're living the best life, and the next second you see them in lines in hurricanes having to get social credit score vaccines, or else they can't go, live a simple life. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah. I've been talking about the social credit system for a long time. I mean, if you look at Klaus Schwab, he even says China's what they're modeling it after. He didn't say that they're specifically trying to do a social credit system, but if you look at everything that they're setting up, it is definitely that, just more discreet. But like I said, I've been studying the social credit system for a long time. I've talked to people from China. I know it's anecdotal, but they told me it's spot on. I've seen I wish it was wrong. I wish that, everything I was talking about wasn't happening, but we see the proof in front of us. Even if we ignore everything in China, look at digital IDs, look at how they're cracking down on it. First couple of days it comes out, Keir Starmer says you can't work in the UK. I mean, that is, how these things go. It's one small step at a time, and they're definitely not taking small steps. They're going quick with this. So I think within, a short period of time, it's going to become something very ugly.
Yeah, I mean, it's our worst nightmares. I mean, it is our worst nightmares. And there's so many people on the left. It's so crazy to me how much the left tries to rage against machine and also completely deep throats conformity. Like, if you have a vaccine, no questions asked, they rush to get it, right? Political correctness, which I think is a giant hindrance to having a proper society. It's like I'm trying to work on this bit right now about if we were really honest about trans, like really honest, it really comes down to, are you passable or not, right? If you look like a hot chick, nobody's complaining. Blair White walks in, no one's like, what the hell? If you look like a haunted scarecrow, get the out of the women's bathroom. Like, it's just the way it is.
Dude, every time trans gets brought up or whatever, I'm like, give me a second. And then I go to Blair and I send it to my home. I'm like, go to your Instagram. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
and
right?
Like, yeah,
and then nobody cares.
Yeah, and then they completely forget about it.
Right. So political correctness is a giant problem. But these people who, crying about women's rights, crying about civil rights, crying about all these things, which are the results of government decisions and actions, are the same people that want the government to censor them harder, Daddy. Isn't it crazy? Like, in some sense, they rebel, and then everything else, they just bend over and take it. It's so crazy to me. So if you go to the progressives in the UK and you go, hey, what do you think about, digital IDs? I guarantee you most of them are for it.
Well, I think most people here, aren't for it, but they don't even know what it's for. Oh, it's a new ID. The new real IDs. I don't think they understand what the long term is for the government. They're just like, oh, I got to get this new ID.
Well, they got the right here to want voter ID because, of the voter fraud thing. That's how they got people to consent to that. The whole right wing, which should be against, that kind of any kind of ID like that, is now in favor
and a lot of right states are really pushing hard for it because they want to protect children from.
Yes, exactly.
But how is that going to protect them from?
Well, because
Online.
if in
You
Texas you can't
identify yourself if you want to use the internet, basically.
Yeah, so if you want to go on in Texas, you have to basically sign up through the government to watch.
Oh, so they're definitely going to know what I'm watching now. They're like, oh, thank you for signing on, Xavier. I know, but now they definitely know. Like, oh, thank you for signing on, Xavier. This is what you like to watch every day. And then how long you're there for, too? God.
6 hours.
Does that gives you badges and medals?
Dick like bubblegum badge. There you go.
Yeah. It's like crazy, dude. And then you get like, when I was young, and I deal with this in my life when it comes to like when I was young, when I was a really young kid, you would have to either find your dad's Playboy or there would be just losers who threw it out in the trash and there'd be side of the road and you'd be like, damn. But you would have to seek it out. Now these kids, it's just at the fingertips and they're not even trying to hide it. There should not be, listen, free speech and free, two totally different things, by the way. We like to conflate them. Okay. Free speech is very specific and you have to drop it on these people all the time. Free speech is the government curtailing your speech, arresting you for things you say. That is a violation of free speech. Okay. People not liking your joke is not a violation of your freedom of speech. Okay. You're mistaking freedom of expression, which doesn't exist. You can say whatever you want. People can like it or they don't like it. Right. That's it. But man, like the amount of free, like, I don't think there should be free on the internet.
Do you think it could ever be kind of like how wine or liquor is in Europe, where if the kids grow up with it, they're so just like, well, whatever. You kind of, in a weird kind of way, you get what it would be like a long shot, but these kids there's just so much of it. They're just like, whatever, I guess. I'm not trying to watch this. I don't know if that could even be a thing because, that's what they say here.
All I know is when I'm in recovery meetings, everyone tells me, so I started drinking when I was 12.
Yeah, but in Europe, they claim that alcohol isn't a problem because it's very nonchalant, very open, very like. Oh,
you're seeing that
wine.
with weed now among kids here.
Yeah, they don't care
just
no
don't
more.
care about it. Yeah,
they don't care no more. Like a lot of the kids that you know me, I smoke weed. A lot of the younger
that's
kids.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think like when I meet like 18, 19-year-olds, I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna be the cool guy. I'm gonna be like, oh, I got the good weed and I got a lot of it. They don't care. They don't even. I'm just like, for real, really?
Well, could that be because they're popping pills?
That, or maybe they're just, it's not
taboo,
no taboo, no forbidden fruit.
There's something
not rebelling, but I think alcohol is a lot different because alcohol is addictive. So
let's get into what you want to talk about. I don't want to get too far away from what you want to talk about. Sorry.
No problem. The one thing I'll say though, I agree. I mean, I think everyone is probably against kids watching. It's awful. The problem with it is they use it as the argument, and we've already seen a lot of these states step back from having it be just on websites, and they go any searches online. That happened in Australia. So if you want to use the internet for anything, it's also happening on social media, and just it's the greater good argument of how they're gonna slowly let it turn into this huge thing of, okay, we're going to use it as a backdoor. Because I really don't think a lot of these politicians care. If you look just under the Biden administration, they were basically putting libraries, they were doing LGBTQ training and all this ridiculous stuff. So I think some of the politicians have good intentions and they don't understand the full picture of it. And I think a lot of them are just corrupt and they don't care about the kids at all.
Yeah, well, they're all scumbags and they're all satanic pedophiles.
Yep.
So I'm totally with it. I guess it's like how it's delivered, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Agreed.
nudity and stuff like that isn't that bad, but a dude dressed like a fucking street hooker reading to kids is, again, we've said here before, it is advanced algebra. It is not ABCs 1, 2, 3s. And I'll tell you, my daughter discovered this game that's meant for 15-year-olds and she just started playing it. She didn't play with her dolls anymore. She just doesn't play with her dolls anymore. Her daughter plays with the dolls and the stuffed animals all the time. She doesn't.
Happened to my nephew. My parents had to take the iPad and the phone away.
Oh, yeah. I get in huge fights with my kid.
And now all he does is draw. Like, that's all he does now is draw. They took the phone away from him. He just draws like for hours. He's upset. He's
I think I'm going to take, but that's a whole different personal thing. But
it's hard.
So what do you think's happening to the youth through social media?
I think they're being very radicalized. Kind of like what I was talking about. It's all about this relatable content. That's why they're creating For You pages. Not just why, but the detailed profiles allows them to do this individual manipulation where they take them through detailed rabbit holes. And whether it's AI generated or not, the feed is tailored for them. And my father has a good example of it. So he kind of talks about it as like Google Maps for your state of mind. So for example, TikTok is a Chinese company and I'm a user of TikTok. And so maybe President Xi goes over to, I think it's ByteDance that owns TikTok. And he says, I want to spread depravity throughout the West. And so that's the end goal of AI. And it can use me as an example. It sees that I'm at this current state of mind. It sees my interests. And then it takes me down this custom rabbit hole towards depravity. And I think it's very prevalent. I mean, you look at the drug use, the crime, the gun culture, everything. It's just really explode. Like if you look at everything on a timeline and compare it to social media and smartphones, the correlation is there. It's so clear as day.
No, I mean, like going viral is a plague on society. Again, what is real? What's not real? Most of that stuff's not real.
Yep.
Right? A lot of it's sketches, a lot of it, but it's not a naturally occurring thing. They're doing stuff to get people to share it. And look how wild this is. And with women, it's sexual. And with men, it's violence or stupid.
I don't even think the viral moment's real. I think TikTok makes you go viral, so you become addicted to it. I've said it before that Instagram lets these kids go viral every so often, so they're addicted to going viral. Happened
Remember when
once, I can do
TikTok
it
showed
again.
up and they're like, "Dude, I have 1 million subscribers," and like you couldn't sell 2 tickets anywhere.
Yeah.
It's you're and all the bot farms they have just liking and sharing. Yeah, it's again. You're introducing the worst of the worst, the lowest vibrational stuff to impressionable children for the purpose of making them stupid and violent and depraved.
There's some really powerful articles too. There's one called Facebook. Facebook did an experiment on 689,003 of its users. And basically it was talking about how they would grab these users and they would show like one group really happy photos, like, cute babies, kittens, whatever. And then the other group, they showed photos of like dead dogs, gore, disgusting stuff. And they realized that if you get an emotional reaction out of them, especially negative, it makes them engage more and it makes them continue to start using it. And so they say it was a test that they did in 2012, but really that gives a clear idea of how they use the framework behind the scenes. It wasn't just a test. They intentionally tried to keep people aggravated and buying into this. That way they can, just keep people addicted.
Yeah, Instagram's doing that to me right now with the jiggly tits bad comedy. Because they know it pisses me off. Oh my God, it's so crazy. I'm like, dude, you're not a celebrity because you have fat yams. Like, and that's another thing. We're just like, we're creating these kind of empty calorie celebrities that really don't do anything. And it's such bad art. It's so lowbrow, stupid art. And it's like, it's really hard to fucking watch, you know?
Yep.
But then you go to China and it's like, well, if the Chinese are so smart and everything, why do they got to steal everything from us? Well, it's really simple. They've completely and utterly eradicated creativity over there. They've created a Borg. That's it. It's a Borg. Why is everything we see China doing, why is there advancements in anything a ripoff of what we're doing?
Yeah, there's a good 60 Minutes episode about TikTok actually, and it was talking about the TikTok that is shown in China, and it's all content that rewards athleticism, like science and education. It really promotes like the productive and positive aspects of life. And then they compared the US to opium, and that kind of goes back to what I was saying, where they can really direct everyone in mass on an individual level. So for lack of a better word, they have a very successful brainwashing, device, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, TikTok. Any of these applications have a detailed profile on everyone, and it's like they have a psychologist just feeding you information constantly.
Yeah, it's really crazy. You can't attack America, so you got to subvert it.
Yep.
And you just see it happening right now, particularly with rich children who are lost and have no purpose. So they just get radicalized. I mean, the best example of this is Obama phones. They sent Obama phones. They gave Obama phones to lower class, people financially struggling. Hey, here's a free phone. You don't have to pay for it. Well, if something's free, you're the product. Yeah. And they just studied their data, found out what pissed them off, and they just cranked that shit up. And now you have, the problem is like once they run a play, it's hard for them to run it again. Like, how many times have you seen videos now forcing your feed of a white cop shooting black people and nobody reacts to it anymore? And when they do react, it's all paid players through these NGOs, which is, again, manipulating reality. Nothing's real.
I mean, we talked about it, how we think those videos are like recorded a couple days, not days before, but they have them in the chamber just ready for
100%. Like this Charlie Kirk thing. Where was he buried? Where's the funeral?
Yeah. No, and to set up, I mean, you set up shows and events. How do you set that up in a couple days?
Well, the truth is, they got that date back in May.
Really?
Turning Point had that date at the state, Johnny.
No, I saw that. I saw Turning Point deny that they said that they didn't. They got lucky because the Cardinals are out of town or something. Is what Turning Point. Now, obviously, they're gonna deny that if they did do it. So I just can't believe them letting that little detail slip. But I saw the same report you're talking about, and then I saw Turning Point had a response to it that was like, no, they're denying it. But I did see what you saw, that someone said that they did a FOIA and found that out, but I don't know what.
And that's another thing. We've gotten rid of shaming lying. Yes. Everybody could just lie now. Everybody can just be full. Yeah, it's really sad, dude. Like the amount of trans kids everywhere, it's just unbelievable, dude. It's just like, it's not real. And then you have, because progressive white women have decided that trans are their spirit animal. Right? I mean, that's really what they've decided. They just somehow look at these like there's some kind of shaman monks. And they just like to have a trans kid is like seen as, a weird kind of social credit.
It's a shapeshifter.
Right? It's like, oh my God, you are so lucky. And you're like, to the point that it like just think about how powerful progressivism is. That can override your motherly instincts to protect your child at all costs.
Oh, I'm not gonna say who, but I heard some girl say, "Oh, I hope my kid's gay." I'm like, so you want your kid to go through all that trouble and the high school bullying just so you can say I have a gay kid? You know how that is?
That is, I mean, dude, I don't care if my kid's gay. My kids grow up and be gay.
If they are, they are.
But
her
the
wanting
wish
it.
on
yeah,
that.
her wanting her saying, I wish my kid's gay is what she said because she loves the gay. She has gay friends and she loves. I mean, I get it. They're cool people. But for her to say that's what I want for my kid, you should want your kid to be normal. Have the normal. I mean, not saying that that's not. You know what I mean?
No, I totally get it. You have any thoughts on this, Eric?
Well, I guess on that specific one,
no, you don't have to discuss trans, but like, what is happening to just the any other thoughts on the youth and what's going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you look at the timeline, this trans stuff wasn't a thing, and I don't think they would have been able to push this agenda so hard if they weren't able to go down these deep personal rabbit holes. But the Charlie Kirk is another great example because, you know, if someone was assassinated or, you know, in public, everyone assumes he's assassinated. I know there's a lot of different views on it. But I look at all my peers, people I personally know think it's funny that someone died for free speech. It's crazy. I mean, people have been really radicalized. And I think that is another example of how the internet has just really been successful as a tool to shape people in that way.
Guys, it's fall, and that means the temperatures are going down, and everyone's going inside, which means more cooking inside, and that's where our friends at Hexclad come in, okay? Game days are here. It's time to upgrade your kitchen before hosting season kicks into full gear. Get 10% off at hexclad.com/tinfoil and make sure your spread is as strong as your lineup.
Hexclad's 6-piece set is the perfect starter bundle for any kitchen. It includes 3 of their most popular pans with matching lids, giving you everything you need to handle daily cooking with ease. This is what I have, by the way, and it absolutely kicks ass. From breakfast to dinner, these pans deliver pro-level performance, effortless cleanup, and durability that lasts a lifetime. Hexclad pans check every box when it comes to picking your cookware. They are metal utensil safe, that's so important, dishwasher safe, and oven safe up to 500 degrees. Also induction ready. So if you have one of those fancy induction cooktops, you can use Hexclad with those too.
Let's go.
Hexclad's patented laser-etched hexagonal steel ridges boost your searing power also. They're great for searing steaks. These are the best pans you'll ever own.
Yeah, you love them, don't you, XG?
Oh, I'm not even lying. They're like Johnny says, they're top notch.
Top notch. Johnny,
you normally lie, but not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. My girl's listening. She could. Yeah, you cook good on this, baby.
Johnny, you use them, right?
I do. Like I just said moments ago, I love them. They kick ass, bro.
Okay, so listen, guys. Okay, game days are here. It's time to upgrade your kitchen for hosting season. Get 10% off at hexclad.com/tinfoil and make sure your spread is as strong as your lineup. Support the show and cook with gear as serious as your passion at hexclad.com/tinfoil. Let Hexclad know we sent you and experience the ultimate upgrade in your kitchen with Hexclad's superior performances, and we thank them for sponsoring this show. No, you're totally right. And like, War is a television show here.
Yep.
War is a TV show.
Yeah,
Violence is a TV show.
Remember how we heard that one of the big turning points to get public sentiment against Vietnam was these images coming back from Vietnam of Americans dying, and now we're so you couldn't give a shit less about dead people on TV now. It moves the needle absolutely nothing. All this shit that we're flooded with on Twitter. And then at that moment, it was so affecting. I mean, you talk to anybody of that generation, they were like, oh, this is just
So I was
nightmarish.
Thinking to myself last night, why are there people who've been accused of pedophilia allowed to rebrand themselves? We see them, Anthony Weiner, we see Hunter Biden, we just keep, Charlie Sheen showing up on podcasts. Why are we okay with that? And I've come to the conclusion is because children can't protest. Kids can't boycott. Now, if you do these things to a adult white woman, right? And there's even been this discussion that like there's no public outrage when it happens to a black woman. But when it happens to a white woman, there is a giant social movement. And it's because women control the purse strings. They're 70% of the buying power. And they internalize everything. So all you have to say is like, look at Amber Heard. He was physically abusive to me and blah, blah, blah. And everyone destroyed Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has very darkness in him. I'm not saying he's a good guy at all. But Johnny Depp, or even my friend Brian Callen, they annihilated him. And if you actually studied it, it made no sense. But it didn't matter because once women heard that, they internalized it to the time a guy was mean to them. And they organized. Kids can't do that. Kids cannot organize. Kids cannot boycott. They can't shut down Nickelodeon because there's extreme pedophilia everywhere. You know, I mean, it's absolutely insanity to me. If you grab a chick's ass on set, you're publicly executed.
No, I mean, you're completely right, because something should have happened to Nickelodeon. If that would have been like MTV, all of us would have stopped watching it if something like that happened. But it's Nickelodeon. Kids love cartoons, and they don't understand what happened to...
They can't organize. They can't be like, hey, after fifth grade class, let's all march. So there's no...
I think they're also trying to condition people to expect nothing, like expect no accountability. Like, for example, the Charlie Kirk case, you look at the evidence that the FBI puts out, it's ridiculous, you know, and I think they know that people aren't stupid. They know that the case can be picked apart, but I think what they want to do is basically hint at, yeah, we're lying to you, or the Epstein files, they dangle it in front of people. They're not going to do anything ever. And it's this slow thing where they're trying to normalize corruption.
I totally agree with that. And demoralize us.
Yep.
Everything's about demoralization. Pressure from above, pressure from below. Demoralize that your politicians are corrupt and they're not going to save you, which is black magic sorcery. And it's just meant to break you down, crank up the anxiety. And that's when you're more manipulated to the point where you are, bang, digital IDs. I saw a story on the news the other day. They're basically like, yeah, trees aren't taking in carbon anymore, so we got to get rid of the carbon. You're like, what the f*** are you talking about? How can you as a human being read that off a prompter and say it to your audience? Demoralization. Why is Bill Gates walking the earth, what he did in India, what he did in Africa? He's demoralized and destroyed generations. Oh, because they want you to think that they're above the law.
Yep.
And then you bring in then you bring in social credit score, and this show, our credit scores are nothing. We're going to be -5. I can't even look anyone in the eye. You're not allowed to make eye contact for the next 30 days. Right? Do you want that? Nobody wants that, but they don't understand it till it's too late.
And that's the danger too, is because they're setting up a system that there's not really much you can do once it's too late. It's total control. You know, the way it'll work is they will shut you down financially. They will shut you down socially, geographically. It's total isolation. That's what they've done in China. There's I consider 4 forms of isolation. A lot of people say 3. The 3 main ones are financial. You know, your bank accounts are cut off. You can't get loans. You can't get jobs. You're geographically cut off. You can't go on planes, trains, buses, cars. And you're socially cut off because you get blacklisted. So if you call someone, whatever, it says, hey, this person's on the blacklist. If you talk to them, you're going to lose points. And it's kind of like you have a contagious disease. I personally think there's a 4th isolation, and that's informational isolation, which kind of goes back to everything we've been talking about earlier.
And how do you see that playing out?
You mean if a full social credit system rolls out?
No, if I'm getting informationally blackballed, what does that look like to you?
Well, I think we basically form our reality based off of the information that we gather. And right now we have outsourced the internet to be our tool for information. And so with AI, we already see how powerful it is at rewriting screens or creating videos or audio. We're trusting that the device, you're trusting that you're on a real feed with me on another part of the world. And the viewer is trusting that this is live, that I'm a real person, all of these things. And so really when it comes down to it, is the internet is controlled. Technology is controlled, and that means all of the information on it is controlled. And so if we're only using controlled information, then the people who control it can control everyone's worldview or the reality.
Yeah. Part of me wants to be in an information blacklist. Like, I don't want to know anything's going on.
I mean, and the other one he said, the contacting someone on a blacklist, like let's say you call your mother, and they're like, if you talk to Sam, you will lose 5 points. Imagine how crazy that is, and that's definitely going to happen because it already happens on Instagram where they tell
Sam
you.
Tripoli.
Well, because they tell you on Instagram too. They're like, this person posts misinformation. Are you sure you still want to be friends with them or whatever? And that's the same
that's
thing.
already happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's already happening. Just imagine later when you literally try to call your mom or your uncle and it says this person, like you said, is blacklisted. Are you sure you want to lose 5 points off your credit list for have 5 minutes with this person?
Now, the people who listen to the show, they're pretty informed. They're really great people. I don't hear anything. They're really great people. They're totally engaged. But the people that don't listen to the show, I mean, we're just yelling into the void at that point. But like, just think about how bad your credit is, your financial credit, the amount of responsibility that you need to have good financial credit, and you can't even do that. Now, just imagine your actions everywhere. How are you going to function? How are you going to live your life? Your employer won't be able to hire you. You won't be able to date. You won't be able to do any of that stuff. All the outlaw shit will go away.
It's funny. How much do you think it's going to be literally social credit like we've heard, or do you think it's more likely to be kind of almost self-enforced? Like that app we were talking about the other day, what is it called? Like T or whatever you were telling me about? I mean, that's just all self-reported. People narking on each other, making shit up.
Well, I mean, during COVID, people were narking on each other, and then the state was going to release the list of people who narked, and they all freaked the out because their neighbors will know you're a fucking snitch.
Yes. Yeah. I see. I think it's just as likely we're going to do it to ourselves as the government comes in, and it'll be some ingenious way. I mean, because people will like doing
both. I mean, if you look at communism, that's how they work.
The secret police,
it's all about snitching on each other. And so the system is designed like I was talking about the radicalization. I think one of the main reasons that they want to radicalize people is when they roll this out, they're going to have a team of people ready to, that there's no bridge for people. People cheer when someone dies. You think they're not going to narc on their neighbor? It's specifically done for that reason.
And just think about how many kids have this kind of hatred for their parents. It's just like this kind of, some people get that when you see it on TikTok. My dad's a fucking racist. My dad's a Trumper. Now these kids are going to be snitching on their own parents.
There was this one case where Derek came into the school and showed the kids about weed and drugs. Well, one of the kids ended up telling the cops, my dad does that at school, at home. They had to arrest the parents, and it was true. But the kid really wasn't trying to snitch on the parents,
right?
Because he didn't know the consequences. He was just like, "Well, that's bad. You told me that's bad."
I've heard even crazier where kids brought their parents' drugs in the school for show and tell.
I'd be pissed. Your stash is gone.
Your parents are gone.
Your parents are gone too. Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, again. My daughter, she's 5. She's like, blah, blah, blah. I go, we don't snitch here at Tripoli. You don't fucking snitch. Stop snitching. I remember when I was young and my brother pulled some shit. He hit me in the back with a hammer. And I told my dad, he goes, why are you telling me this? Are you supposed to be telling me this? Are you snitching on your brother right now? I go, oh, damn. I guess I am snitching. But nobody installs that as much into their kids.
That one's tough, though. He hit you with a hammer, dude?
Yeah, but it's just brother fighting shit.
That's funny.
If I was paralyzed, that might be something, but it was just brothers with each other, Yeah, man. That's a big thing, dude. It's a big.
It's interesting you bring that up too, because earlier I saw the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change. They're some of the ones behind the digital ID right now in the UK. They posted a photo earlier that said how digital ID might work, and the page that they showed is a page that says report issues, and so you can report road damage, street lighting. You can report people if you think they're committing fraud, if they're vandals, if they're too loud. So they're already blatantly saying that it's going to be about snitching.
And
it's crazy.
What? Let's say you have a sandwich shop, Eric, and I have a sandwich shop, and you're my direct competition. Why don't I call in on? Oh, dude, he does have a clean place, and now now we have this thing where people are constantly going in, and businesses. It's so hard to keep a restaurant afloat. Now people find out that the Palantir's investigating your restaurant.
I mean, people already SWAT each other, so of course they're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's insanity, dude. It's insane, dude. It's absolutely crazy, and nobody cares.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that UK is going first through it and getting it first. At least we can kind of see how bad it's going to be.
So when you talk about, oh, Johnny, can you guys try to look up Palantir's put out a social credit score video? And I can't believe they put that out. See if you can find it. It's the stuff of nightmares. It's some Asian chick in a bed, waking up in the morning, being told she's 500 credits short of paying her rent. And
this is promotional,
yeah, that's how they're trying to get you to. That's how they're trying to get us.
That's a good thing.
I don't know why they would put it out.
I can't believe they would put that out. Are you sure it's not like an AI thing? Like someone made it?
I mean, it's AI, but I was told that Alex Jones put it out. That was put out by Palantir.
Oh, I have it.
You found it?
Yeah, I have it.
This is supposedly put out by Palantir. This should be everywhere, dude. Oh, here it is.
Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day.
Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
I don't think Palantir put this out the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Any extra credits? Please.
This is like a black.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be f***ing kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
What?
Oh, hell nah. I filed an extension.
Oh, hell nah, dog.
He got black.
Yeah, I sure did. This is all shit they do already.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Oh!
Let me through.
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
You! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
Got an Asian chick mad, dude.
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility?
Oh, God.
Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Unbelievable, dude. There we go. Stop it. I want to watch it again. Yeah, dude. People don't realize what's coming. This is the fight of our life.
Half that shit's already happened, though, or is gonna happen. I mean, it's just manual now. You know what I mean? But it's all half that shit's already. I mean, they'll put a tax lien on your bank.
Do you think
account.
it's going to happen in the smaller towns too? Like I think.
Oh yeah, it's happening globally. It's everywhere.
The tech is everywhere.
Are the Amish going to have to deal with this?
Maybe not the Amish.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know.
I'll become Amish in a heartbeat, dude.
Me too.
I like how we're just already just like we're not with no kind of hope.
I feel hopeful in a lot of ways. I'm connected with people in the UK and they feel very hopeful actually. 3 million people is not a lot compared to the whole population, but if they get over 3 million, that would be the biggest petition that they've ever had. So that'd be pretty, I mean, that says a lot there. I personally don't believe that a petition will change their minds. I mean, this digital ID is really the backbone of the plan that they've been setting up for decades. What it will come down to is a mass non-compliance. And, Glenn and I have been doing this I've been doing it for about 5-6 years. Glenn's been talking about this for over 10 years now. And so we've had a lot of time to digest this. We know that people will eventually get ready. And I've just kind of come to terms with the fact that, it will have to get bad to a certain level before people are willing to say no. So who knows when that will come. But, I mean, this is really record speed for people becoming aware of what's going on. Because, even 5 years ago when I started, it was very fringe. Like hardly anyone was talking about it. Even to this day, I mean, not enough people are talking about it, but it's really picking up.
We saw them try to pass a pandemic treaty through the CDC. That failed miserably. Of course, our politicians in America sold us out, but Africa was like, go f yourself. We're not doing it. Parts of Latin America. So it never really took hold. And what they were trying to say is that the CDC supersedes our laws. And now you're starting to see, even in the EU, that countries are now saying that their laws supersede the EU laws.
Yep.
Because they're realizing this game that's getting played. And, you're totally right, Eric. It has to get worse before it gets better. And it's just like they tried to pass this with vaccine passports, and it failed miserably. It's just a constant rebranding of it. And again, none of this is real. All these problems, like you said, Eric, are artificially astroturfed to manipulate energy, to manipulate your anxiety, to manipulate how you see the world, and to beg them to come and save you.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm not worried either because, I think everyone needs to find what faith means to them. If you don't have any form of faith, you can really lose all hope. And I also have faith in the fact of truth, too, because we live in a world of illusions, like you said. And these globalists, these power seekers, whatever, their entire goal is to create this super intricate web of lies. But truth is ultimate. I mean, it is the base of nature. And no matter how big or pervasive these lies are, they can never extinguish truth. And so truth is always available for those who seek it. And so truth is unkillable, basically.
Yeah. And, there's something like, nothing's more powerful than an idea that its time has come. And
yep.
I totally believe that as well. I just think it's going to take a lot of time because people are so distracted right now in their own algorithm silos that, like, even if you came out and said, there are aliens, they are here, Instagram models would still be twerking, still showing you their beeholes. They wouldn't, every time, like when the Charlie Kirk assassination happened, I went right to Instagram to see how the Instagram models were taking it. They didn't care. Not one care in the world. Ass up, face down the whole time.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we are. But these are the things. These things are the things that will wake people up. And, it's the problem with people is that they're so trusting because we've never had deceit at this level. It's taken time to bring it into every aspect of our life. But now it's everywhere of your food, your books, your TV shows, your air you breathe, your water, your music, your movies, your everything is artificial. None of it is real. And when they are real, they call them indies, right? And you got to go to some Lamley gay theater to watch an indie flick. Or you got to go deep on some website that gives indie guys a chance. Good luck on getting anywhere else. But I think that's going to die too. I think you're going to see TikTok crash and burn, dude. I think people are waking up.
Like Vine? Like it'll be gone?
I think it's good. I don't know if it will ever be. I mean, you can still go to MySpace. Still there. But and it's still worth like $20 million, which is hilarious. But it's like, what are you going to do with that? TikTok is like these kids are waking up. I'm not saying everybody was into the anti-Zionist stuff, but when you start realizing the censorship, when the censorship's so bad, people start to wake up. And that's why I thoroughly believe that YouTube is now letting us dance a little bit because they've lost such a market share. And it's not that they're still the biggest. They're just not as big as they used to be. So they realize that places like TikTok and Rumble are taking giant shares of the viewers. So they have to get them back by allowing us to dance a little more. And TikTok's going to learn that too. The problem is that the people who own TikTok, it's so funny. Like, we got to get it out of China's hands. And thank you, Israel. It's like, what? It's like, what the are we talking about here?
Yeah.
It's interesting, dude. So tell me how you think this all plays out, brother.
Oh man, that's a hard question to answer. Really, a lot of it's in England's court right now. I think they could set a fantastic example. If they are successful in stopping digital IDs, they will be a beacon of hope for the rest of the world. So I think they could do some really great things. If not, I'm not going to be hopeless. But ultimately, I have faith in the future. I think that, like I said, truth is ultimate. So who knows how dark it has to get before the light comes back. But I have faith in all of it.
I do too, dude. I do too. They've tried this before. They're going to keep trying it. But I think people are waking up, and it's just like everyone hears me say, the days of only paying attention to politics every 2 and 4 years are done.
And another thing I'll say too is if you look at communism and how it's spread in the past, it's spread in countries like Russia and China that were feudal. They were countries that never knew freedom. If you look at the West, we are countries that have lived in freedom our entire lives, or a lot of freedom at least. We know what freedom is, and I don't think the people will stand for what's coming.
I hope people wake up because everyone loves to yell about free speech when it's something that goes against their own people and couldn't give a shit when it goes against other people.
You know what it is too? It's the name, like the Patriot Act, your digital ID. You know what I think about when you say digital ID? Oh, good, I don't have to carry my hard ID. I just have it on my phone. But because that's what my girlfriend. If I tell my girlfriend right now, no digital ID, she's like, what? I don't. That's good. I just go to the club with my phone.
Even with her mom gets it.
But you get what I mean. But if you just tell anybody like, hey, let's stop digital IDs, their reaction will be like, why? I don't want to carry my hard ID. I just pull out my phone. But they don't know what comes with your phone being on the ID. Where it
passport,
comes with
same way they're doing it with passports now because people don't want to keep up with their passport. Why would you? It's a piece of paper. Got my phone with me always.
See, that's exactly the logic.
Not leaving it at home. No risk of me leaving it at home when I'm at the airport. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's all I hear now. Is just why would I not want a digital ID?
Our convenience.
Why do I need my credit cards? Well, I can Apple Pay everything. Why do I need
convenience?
Cash?
Will be the
yes. That's what I wanted to say about all this. By the way, is that you guys are really highlighting all the negatives of it, but they're going to make it seductive. You're not just going to sign up. It's going to be so convenient and so attractive to most people that they're willingly gonna, march to the.
Well, they just start off right now.
I mean, look at us in pre-check.
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course, yeah, of course. Scan my eyes, please. Scan my retina. Palm, dude. Where was I the other day? Oh, I was at so Amazon, partner with Whole Foods, and now they're starting to slowly, I've realized, turn Whole Foods into Amazon Fresh stores where they get shittier. And they had a checkout the other day. I'd forgotten my card, and they had a thing where you scan your palm print, bro.
No.
Your palm.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was like, I'm not doing that. I finally figured out how to log into my Amazon account and pay with that. But what do they need your palm print for?
How do they have that already?
It's funny, too, because if you look at what is the most efficient form of government, it would be a dictatorship. I mean, that is designed around efficiency for the government. I don't know why efficiency and convenience. I mean, I think our nation has gotten so I guess, soft and lazy that they think it's that, the government's not going to use the power negatively. But really, like, if you look at the Constitution, those are checks and balances against the government. We need to be having checks and balances against the government. We don't want an efficient government. That's heading towards dictatorship.
Yeah, there's this group called the Dark Enlightenment. Have you heard of them?
No.
Their basic push is that we need a dictator. That's what we need. We need a dictator.
That scares me.
Right? And I forget what the guy's name is, man, but he's like this fucking nerd dork rich kid who's every bad idea ever was created by a rich kid who hates his dad. Communism straight up comes from Lenin and Marx, who are all rich kids. Just living in fantasy land.
And Stalin came in and punked everybody and murdered millions.
Yeah, but even Lenin murdered millions.
No, yeah, but it's just funny how a guy with like an actual kind of rougher background comes in and then really, really takes all those tools that they operated and takes it to the next level.
You'll never have a utopia where everyone is kumbaya as long as you have alphas and psychopaths and super smart people. You're just never going to have it.
Can't invest that much power in a single person. It's just too dangerous.
100%. There's a reason why we got away from all that shit. Right? Like now most royals are just ceremonial. Now they don't really have power. At least that's what we think. But it's super dangerous, dude. It's super dangerous. What else do you got? Anything else, buddy? Eric?
No, I mean, I think this covers a lot of it. I really encourage everyone listening to go switch to privacy-oriented things. Privacy-oriented means freedom-oriented. You wanna vote with your dollars. If you're gonna go wait in line for the newest iPhone, you're feeding the big tech beast. So instead, get a de-Googled phone. Use Linux. Switch.
Can I go to Verizon Wireless with a de-Googled phone?
Yeah. So when it comes to phones, there's three main components. There's the actual phone itself. There's the cell carrier, and then the apps on your phone too. So, I guess your knowledge would be fourth, but you can break it down into different steps. The most important one I'd say would be the actual device it's on, because like I said, Apple, you look at their phone, they have Apple Intelligence that's constantly watching. It's very smart. It understands everything you do. You switch to a de-Googled phone, you don't have that. The second biggest thing I would say would be the applications. So you could install a bad app that literally steals your card information. That's the hacker and scammer aspect, but it paints a good picture. And then the SIM card, the carrier, it's hard to get around. Even Edward Snowden talked about how the phone lines are tapped. So what I recommend is using private messaging apps instead. There are great privacy-oriented carriers. There's one called Afani. It's very secure. So that's a good alternative, but the main biggest aspects are your knowledge, switching to an actual de-Googled phone, and then the apps that you have on it as well.
What's that app called? Afani?
Afani is the carrier. So that is instead of like Verizon, for example, and it's EFANI.
EFNAI.
EFANI. Afani.
EFANI. Okay, let's see if we can find it. All right, I'll find it. Interesting.
Yep.
And one more time, tell us about your academy, Privacy.
Yeah,
Academy.
Absolutely. So I've got me and my father run Privacy Academy. You can go to privacyacademy.com and sign up for the newsletter. We teach normal, average, non-techie people how to get private and secure online. So we'll take you step by step through all of the things needed. We have a lot of pre-recorded courses. We have multiple live weekly trainings. We do Q&As. We also have a community that's filled with a lot of freedom-loving people.
Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day.
Thank you. Go on, sorry.
No problem. So we have a community of freedom-loving people. So that's a great place where you can interact, and I'm very grateful to be doing it. I'm very proud of what we've done, and I think it is absolutely the most, like you said, this is the issue of our time. This is really one of the most important things you can take an action step on in securing your liberty right now.
Yeah, and if there's one problem I have with the movie The Matrix, is that they painted the people who opt out of the system as living miserable lives. Right?
Yep.
To the point that they wanted to go back. And I don't believe that, dude. I think the more you get off the system, the better. I'm trying to do it right now. I'm going to hopefully make a move sooner than later, and we'll figure it all out. Erik, one more time, where can they find you?
Yep, privacyacademy.com.
All right, brother. Great episode. Thank you for coming on.
Much.
We look forward to our next conversation. Let's break down the episode. All right, guys. What do you guys think of Erik Meder?
Good pod.
Good pod. Great discussion. I talked a lot. I'm sorry. I think it's a wake up call. I think we have to have a real discussion about what is coming and how to understand it. And I think being afraid of it gives it more power. I think there's a lot of stuff I like in AI. I'm very nervous about them trying to use AI to create narrative in a crime. But now, guys, the new thing is it's a hologram.
Where?
The Charlie Kirk thing was a hologram.
They're saying that?
Because remember we saw the chair go through the table?
Yeah, I did see that.
And that the real Charlie Kirk went in. It was a tunnel.
Oh, is that what they're trying to say, or are they saying that's a hologram?
You think? I mean, I think the answer is yes, but you think there's hologram technology that good?
Yeah.
I mean,
what we're getting is basic shit. This could be U.S. government intelligence, Mossad with the really good shit.
No, because I agree. The only time I saw a hologram was that year at Coachella with Tupac, and that was a long time ago. And that was Coachella, a music festival that bought it from who knows. That's what I'm saying. Imagine what the government has.
So the Michael Jackson thing. There are some problems with it though, because if you want to project something, like holograms in sci-fi are. You just see these things floating around projecting light, but light has to have something to bounce off of for you to see it, to become visible.
Well, there's actually this theory about being able to project light into a just space like this, like
particles,
a particle.
Yeah.
And
that's one of the solutions.
Yeah, so that could be it as well. I mean.
Yeah, and then it just
maybe that's why they break down the scene so quickly, because they're like, okay, don't need to see all this.
Well, now that does lend some credence to why that guy took that camera down. Maybe that's some kind of projector, actually.
Yeah,
that's a theory.
Got that thing out of there.
That's a theory that thing was a projector. It was like, if you look at it, it was like
the
pointing right at him.
scary thing is, where's he buried? Has anyone seen a picture of his tombstone?
I mean,
we'll find. I mean, they'll tell us that eventually.
And not that it's not the same thing, and nobody would celebrate it or to go to his funeral, but where's Jeffrey Epstein's funeral?
Oh, they said it's in Florida, and they won't tell you where it is.
Let's see. Where will he be buried? Where will Charlie Kirk be buried? This is from KCN TV.
And since he's looking that up, what do you think about Erica already kind of not grieving? People are saying she's not grieving enough. She's already.
That's hard for me to say how somebody should grieve, but I did.
That is hard.
It did ring weird.
There is a lot about it that makes no sense.
Yes, it's very weird.
Like, why would you have fireworks at a memorial? Like you're introducing the NBA All-Stars.
His body was at a mortuary in Phoenix, a chapel in Phoenix. They've not yet said where he'll be buried.
No autopsy? Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's very... and then the doctor talking about the neck thing. We talked about it.
The bullet! it.
Now
didn't go through.
There's a whole cottage industry of firearms channels on YouTube that are reenacting it with like ballistics gel and stuff with the 30-06, and it's just massive. It's just massive injury. But no, I will say a few. All of them point out that hey, it's not gonna explode his neck like you would expect. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be some massive. But the idea that there's no entry and exit is there's like that's very strange. Now, they do claim it makes sense that the doctor apparently it was in his back, like it went down.
Oh,
then, like, down.
Did it make a turn like the magic bullet?
Well, no, but they
took
said
a
that
U-turn, came back.
I mean, dude,
it was at a higher angle.
Bullets do weird things when they, but not that weird. You know what I mean? Like that's very, especially those high-powered projectiles. But it's like you said, actually, he was up high. Charlie Kirk's down low, so it's already at that angle.
Up high. Down low,
but it's damn peculiar. Peculiar.
And then there's another phone call where I guess the first phone call that was for 9/11, they said it was a tactical guy wearing all black, and that's like hard to find now, which is like where'd that go? What do you? The first phone call that was like, and this again, I found this on one of those like reporting channels
on Charlie Kirk's.
Yeah, where the first there was a lot of calls saying it was tactical. Like you heard it
every time it's a guy in black tactical gear every time.
Yeah, because
every time.
Because wasn't he wearing a red T-shirt?
No, he was wearing a maroon one.
Depends on who we're talking about. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Who'd wear a maroon T-shirt?
Which of these guys is? We're not sure who we're.
John, did you see that video I sent you?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
what'd you think of that? Can you put it up here real quick? Because it was a big moment in Broken Sim history where Johnny's yelling, "We've watched this video already," and I couldn't hear him because I had it in a different microphone.
Wait, you want that one? The one
I want the one that I sent you. That was the one I was trying to find.
Is it on Instagram?
And now I have to send it to you.
Okay. While you're doing that, go to events. Go to events. Guys, big shows this weekend. I can't believe it's already freaking October, dude. I'm going to be older.
Yeah, every day.
October 10th. I'm going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma City on the 11th. Guys, buy some tickets. Come on. Enough of this waiting till the last second, please. You're giving me a heart attack. Dana's yelling at me the whole time. Go down. Austin. Probably by the time you hear this, it will be sold out. We'll see. Then we got New Orleans, right? And then we got Las Vegas. Tickets are moving. I'm so excited. I'm thinking about getting the other arm tattooed on that day.
You're not doing
fly in because I'm doing the show. I'm doing a podcast in Tampa. Fly in, see if you can do the do King Kong on my other arm.
I thought we were doing a tramp stamp. What happened?
I'm gonna put it right here, the tramp stamp on the side.
That's a good place.
I can't go full tramp stamp, dude. People will be like, "What's wrong with you?" Minneapolis after that, and then closing out the year in New Jersey at the Dojo of Comedy. Come get weird. Robbie the Fire Bernstein and my friend Shane Cashman will all be there. Then you go back to samtripoli.com. Okay, got all the premium content for you, guys. I'm telling you. There's no better place to get the premium content than samtripoli.com. Everywhere else, I put one. Rockfin, I put 2. Putting 3, baby, right there on samtripoli.com. Plus, I've decided to add the #1 phone podcast on planet Earth by Chad. People are talking. Episode 2's up.
Are you ripping off XG's, the #1 podcast thing?
No, #1 phone call podcast.
I feel like you ripped his idea. Okay, calling your shit the #1.
And by Chad, episode 2, Chad's got Casey Anthony fever.
He thinks she's hot.
I mean,
she is hot.
Yeah, go down, Johnny. Go down, Xavier. Tell us about Cash Daddies. Enough talking about Casey Anthony and how bad you want boner, dude.
Yeah, she used to be really hot. How he's killing it over there. We had a lot of new people join, apparently.
Big jump.
That's good. There's good reason for that. You can learn a lot with.
Do you want to make that money?
I would like to. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could do it. And Howie, how do I put a call? Just hit him up on that, and he'll tell you how to do it. You get in it to win
basically,
it.
he becomes your financial slave if you. Join.
Just run that mule.
Yeah.
Run that mule so I can hear him. Go back to samtripoli.com. Chaos Twins. Oh, I forgot to talk about the T-shirts on the last one.
Oh.
Go down. Go find the T-shirts. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Modern Day Prophet. My favorite shirt. Look at that, dude. Come on. That's a fire shirt, dude. Look how cheap our shirts are, dude.
$20.
$20, right? Some of the classic Wood Army. The greatest T-shirt ever. Sign-up season takes no days off. A Lady Wood Army. Come on, dude.
Dude, and the classics only $15.
Only $15,
Come on, the
dude.
classic. Let's go.
Support us supporting you. Stop it. Go back. And then you get into it. You got the Mineral King, my boy. We love him very much. Pat Meltich trying to get you healthy. You know, he's got stuff that takes out parasites. He's got it, dude. Okay, shop. You do it. Get your soil right. There's no better place than our good friend. And then we also have Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. That's right, Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. Go to Wise Wolf Gold and Silver, and you can get in on Press Mails games, dude. $50 a month. Get sent right to your house. That's a stable $50. That'll probably go up. Now, it might go up and down, but they always say you could buy a house back in the 1940s for a bar of gold. Guess what? You can still buy the house for a bar of gold. So gold is always stabilizing your cash. And then, of course, my good friends at Harley Ray. We got to give them a shout out. We love Harley Ray. We love them. Look at that, dude. Is there any more beautiful website than them? And, you know, do you want some Light Warrior coffee? Come on, get that coffee. Dude, they have so much coffee. We need coffee. Come on, dude. We love them over there, Harley Ray. Beautiful people, beautiful family, beautiful children. And then, you can get all that. Get on Nuke Social. All my social media goes there. Go down. Also, join the email list. I had to start it over. And then, real quick, guys. All those audios there. I'm gonna add. Doom scrolling to it. Also, we got a new YouTube channel.
Oh, yep.
We got a new YouTube channel.
What is this? Right there, guys. Right there. We're going in strong. YouTube friendly.
The numbers are going up.
Look at that.
We used to get hundreds of thousands of views. Hopefully, we'll get back to that soon.
And don't forget new Sam Tripoli special.
Yeah, just go to youtube.com/@SamTripoliComedy. This Saturday is going to be my 4th. And you guys just got to know that I just love dirty comedy. It makes me laugh. And it's just 25 minutes of me just ripping crowds and having the best time ever. And I hope you guys can enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anything else, guys? Johnny?
Check out Broken Sim.
All right, Xavier.
We got tinfoil swarm hats over there at tinfoilhats.com. Go get them. We got beanies and hats over there. Tinfoilhats.com.
All right, guys. But back to it.
I got that video you wanted. You wanted that video,
Yeah,
right?
let's watch that video before we wrap it up. Let's watch that video.
Give me 1 second.
Let's watch that video.
We're going to talk about the black AI doctor now, too, who changed. He code switched right in the middle of that video.
That's so
It was like,
funny.
yes, ma'am. Yes, you're
You have
low
a
in
low
iron.
iron
You're
level.
very low in iron. I paid that shit.
Here we go. Can we hear it?
Why can't we hear it on this one?
Oh yeah, you gotta do it out to the Bluetooth. Let me see.
Jesus, all we're trying to do is educate you guys. And
audio out, Bluetooth.
On sound?
Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth.
Go to Bluetooth
and then look for the board.
Bluetooth. You had it there. Go back to where you were. That
or you
thing.
can go to the top right up there to those little, like next to the Siri button up there.
Bluetooth.
Yeah. And then connect to the board. Should be on there. Yeah. Should be good.
At the bottom.
There we go.
Start from the beginning, please. Yeah.
Oddly, this is, when I say oddly, I mean this has never happened in the history of all of our investigations. No one emailed us to say that they knew either of those two individuals. Neither
That
the
ain't him,
blonde
dude.
that's with Shaner.
That ain't
or
who,
the person
Tyler?
that
No.
is wearing the blue
Different
hat
body.
that is with Shaner. I said, that's weird. Nobody?
Look at that
in the
hair.
whole
It's
wide
fire.
Candace Owens universe of investigation, it was making
Perfect
me
teeth.
believe maybe those two individuals are like, I don't know, from overseas.
I think
Like
my teeth
maybe
whitened.
they're not even American.
Me too.
And it turns out, yeah, I wanted to get to the bottom, as I said earlier, of who that second person was in the photo with his nephew, cousin, whatever you want to call him. And we got just one hit. So this is the website. It's a Gothic underground of all things in Provo. The website Buzzard and Bees, and they're speaking about a Gothic prom. That is where that person's face comes up, except he's wearing makeup to make him, well, look a little more Gothic. Take a look at this. I'm going to show you the side.
Yeah, it's totally him.
Of this individual, and I am certain. Can't say 100%, okay, because
That's
we
what
find this
certain means,
person's
but-
name.
Yeah.
But this is a match, okay? The ears, the chin, just everything about this individual is a match. But he is as of yet identified as a unidentified, as a Gothic person, and he is also as of yet unidentified as the close friend of Shayna Broderick, who cannot be found anywhere else, or people are not familiar with this person. So I'm thinking maybe he also came from overseas.
What are you saying, Candace?
She looks like she showers like 3 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
times
she
a day.
washes that
always
monkey.
clean. Always clean.
Yeah, for sure. So, crazy times, dude. And it's funny because that whole campus is just littered with cameras, and we've got no official cameras.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
No official cameras. Anything else, guys?
Well, I mean, but before that, how would you stop someone from sharing the video they took? You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, I mean, I've seen a million angles of his neck being blown out, I have to say. I mean,
I've also heard that somehow there was a way to disable phones.
yeah, but wouldn't we hear a bunch of people like, yeah, my phone got disabled at the last second?
Well, Johnny, I tell you, they can control the message real quick.
But people say we don't have a lot of angles, but I feel like we have a lot of angles. I feel like there's a lot of
every day there's a new angle where that killed him, that killed him, that killed him.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying we're not getting a lot of video. I feel like we have a lot of video, and it's all weird. Every one of them
It's
is
all weird,
strange.
dude.
Yeah.
It's all weird. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Enjoy these highlights.
Here's a clip from the latest Broken Sim.
The photo of the young man that is coming up the stairs, which was shared, that blurry image, is definitively not Tyler Robinson.
I agree, dude.
Thought it looked like him. Neither did you. Okay. Face looks different. Face looks more narrow. Also, that person looks taller. Every time I say, I'm like, this person is taller than Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson also appears to have full lips, even though this image is blurry. We're not looking.
Dude,
No.
she just said Tyler Robinson has DSLs, dude.
Yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he? I mean, ask
Dude,
his
Candace is like,
girlfriend.
dog, he's got some DSLs.
No, I had put some of that down to them saying, because they came out and as an excuse, they said, well, the footage was enhanced. The stills were enhanced digitally by AI. And I was like, all right. But I totally agree. He looks like his frame is just different. It's as much like his chest is sunken in, this guy, and this
100%, Johnny.
Yeah. It's
Free Tyler Robinson. I've been saying it
never
since
happened.
the start.
He'll die before they let him out. But here we go.
For someone that got fuller lips, and Tyler Robinson looks broader than that individual walking, right? So I'm on board with that person walking up the stairs is not Tyler Robinson, because I feel like it was intentionally blurred. They also never gave us the footage at all, because in order to blur it, they probably needed a static image. Also, the family believes that, and this is really interesting, Tyler Robinson's apartment was staged after his arrest. Now, you will recall that I spoke to Lance's family. And one of the things that Lance's family said was, hey, we own that apartment. They pay rent to us. We've never met Tyler Robinson, but I can tell you that it seems like they were trying to hide the fact that this apartment got raided. And it's very strange that they immediately cleared Lance as a suspect. And I was told by other people in the department that they wanted to keep that raid very hush hush.
Of
Anyone know about
course.
the raid? There was no mention of this raid, and Lance immediately gets cleared as a suspect. Why? Well, according to Tyler's family, they went to that apartment after his arrest, and they felt the apartment was staged, and that intentionally in Tyler's room, a furry bed was placed. almost sort of implying that they're trying to transfer the attributes of Lance onto Tyler.
Yeah. And they had to
that's
carefully,
shady.
strategically
Again,
lay
when I
out all
put
the butt
together-
plugs. They had to strategically. We have to make it look like they're clean, but also previously used.
Easy. We're live, baby. Come on.
What I'm being told by Lance's family and what I'm hearing from the Robinson family through a third party, I will say that it matches.
So you
It kinda
didn't hear
seems
from
like
the
they're
family.
agreeing. One family's
Okay.
going, "Hey, Lance is kind of evil. Why is he getting cleared?" The other one's going, "Tyler's not this guy. Tyler is not this guy."
Do you know who
So
Lance
what
is
the
that
hell
she's
is going
talking
on?
about? There's
It's
another kid. He's somebody's son, security guard or a cop. And then he tweeted something about following in the shooter's footsteps. Have you seen that?
Well, no, Lance Twiggs is the like the
There's
what?
another kid. There's another kid. I thought his name was Lance. There's another kid. Yes. Gotcha, Jaylee. There's another kid, and they erased he's taken off his social media, but he had tweeted walking in the footsteps of the shooter. I mean, it's
okay.
Yeah, after. And now he's like part of the like Mormon church or something. Back.
Well, that's interesting because I thought they aren't all these. Okay, here it is right here. The New York Post. I gotta turn off my ad blocker forever now.
Guys, all I do is try to solve the Charlie Kirk assassination and hate watch big tits and ass chicks. That's all I do. Can I just say something, dude? Just because you got a fat rack doesn't mean you're a celebrity. Can we discuss that? Just because you got a fat rack. Well, I mean, while you're looking for it.
Well, I have it.
Okay, then play it, dude.
Well, it's nothing to play. The transgender boyfriend of Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, bounced between homes during his later years because of years of high school. Sorry, I just woke up, folks. Because he and his family clashed over their Mormon faith. This is what I feel like you're confusing somebody with this person.
No, dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Lance
I'm
Twiggs,
telling you this,
22,
dude.
Was booted from his home after he drifted away from the Church of Latter-day Saints beliefs and allegedly dabbled in drugs and alcohol while underage. Oh, no.
Whoa, dabble.
The teen took shelter with his two boyfriends, brothers who came from a big blended family of 6 biological kids and 3 adoptees. Their sister, Braylon Nielsen, told the Post Wednesday. While her brothers are now estranged from the family, I bet so. The 19-year-old has fond memories of Twiggs, whom they took in his junior year in 2020. They took in his junior year in 2021, despite the rest of the family not knowing much about the troubled high schooler.
I'm looking for
this. This is what she's talking about. Staging the scene and everything. So what do you? I mean, so the implication here is that not only is the government complicit in covering this up, but this person is somehow in collusion with the government, right? That's the suggestion.
They all are. I like Johnny. Ask me who I think took out Charlie Kirk.
Sam, who do you think took out Charlie?
Everybody that was there. 6,000 suspects.
All the fans.
Everybody. So supposedly there was a kid. He's the son of somebody. He looks more like that guy in the picture than Tyler. I just can't find it, dude. I'm trying to find it.
And he was there after. Does someone know what Sam's talking about?
Does anyone know? Does anybody know? I just tweet too much, dude. I'm over.
Yeah, you do. It's impossible to find any. I was trying to find something the other day.
I just tweet all day.
I had to scroll for like 10 minutes to find the thing that I was looking for that I know you had posted.
I'm trying, dude.
So we should also talk about. So Rogan was talking the other day with Santino about the decoy guy, which is in. I mean, we've talked about it before. That guy
here it is,
everywhere.
Johnny. I found it.
Okay,
I found it.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
You can
found
put it,
it, dude. Oh, snaps. Yeah. How do I do? Okay. I'll put
just
this
the same
here.
way you would if you were. And I'll just
you
add.
Think you know me, homie? You think you know me, homie?
Never.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
So this is it. Did Phil Lyman's nephew just expose the real shooter? And by the way, I think Phil Lyman was on the the spaces I was on last night. Phil Lyman's nephew went on IG bragging about walking in the shooter's shoes. Bang, and then here it is. Can you want me to play it?
The photo of the young man that is coming up the stairs, which was shared, that blurry image, is definitively not Tyler
Well, that's what we already played.
Robinson. And let me just say, I never thought it looked like him. Neither did you.
We just played this whole thing, Sam.
Face looks more narrow. Also, that
Sam.
person is taller. Every time I say, I'm like, this
No,
person
he must have.
is
Sam.
up the stairs is not Tyler Robinson, because I feel like it was.
Sam, we already played this.
Okay, we just watched this.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Sam. Did you change your microphone settings or something?
Yeah, it's like, oh, hold on a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, so this is it.
Sam, we already played this. Can you hear me? Sam.
Yes.
Sam,
yes.
we already played this.
I know we did. I know we did. That's why I stopped it.
I've been trying to tell you this from the first.
I know, but I thought it was a different video. But hold on.
Yeah, we've established that.
Shane went on an IG bragging about walking in through the shoot, retracing the exact route through the grandma's neighborhood. Odd fact: the Lyman family owns a massive chunk of that neighborhood. Interesting, but here's where it gets crazy, Johnny. Is Shane's IG pics videos one of his friends looks strikingly similar to the FBI blurred image of the shooter. Honestly, he looks more like the suspect than the man arrested.
Can we see the photo? Like, is there a photo? Who is this person?
They had a bunch of them, a bunch of pictures. Okay, now, yeah, this is the guy that was on my thing. This is the guy who was on my thing. Yeah, I can't find it, dude.
Cool.
Sorry, that
Good
went down
story.
a rabbit hole of stupid. Johnny, shut up. I'm trying to investigate.
Hey, I'll give you props for that. This is a live. Nobody knows what the hell's happening.
We're trying to investigate here, guys. Are we perfect? No.
Definitely not.
Okay. We're trying to solve mysteries in the dark.
But okay, so then Rogan was talking about, and I didn't know that the guy, the decoy guy, the old man.
If you'd like to hear the rest of this episode, subscribe to Broken Simulation in your podcasting app, or check us out at youtube.com/Sam Tripoli.
All right. Before me and Chili go deep down the rabbit hole, I'm going to give you guys a rundown, a recap of what actually happened in 2017. 2 women were approached by a Japanese YouTube channel to participate in a prank show. What kind of pranks? Well, for hundreds of dollars, all they had to do is run up to strangers, smear their faces with baby oil, some type of face moisturizer, apologize, and run away. These 2 women happily accepted, and for 2 weeks, Don Hong from Vietnam and CT from Indonesia would carry out that same prank. And each time, these mysterious men would tell them exactly what to wear, who to prank, and even where to smear the baby oil. Easy money, right? Easy money. By the time February 2017 came around, City and Don were brought to the Kuala Lumpur airport in Malaysia. And this time, their target was one of the travelers at the airport. That is right, one of the travelers at the airport. And as usual, their producers were there, pointed out the targets, poured out the baby oil, told them what to wear, sent them off. And as always, they ran up to the man that they were pranking, smeared their faces with baby oil, apologized, and ran off. Except this time it was different. Very, very different. Their target would drop dead 20 minutes later. That is right. 20 minutes later, he is dead from this prank. And who was their target? Well, none other than Jim Kam Nam, the half older brother of the dictator of North Korea, Jim Kam-un. Yes, that is right. These 2 women just unknowingly assassinated a member of the King dynasty. This was no mistake. No, this was carefully planned out, perfectly executed, assassinated. And these 2 women were just the useful idiots in this assassination. Damn. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to go. That is just a recap. I mean, me and Chili are going to go deep down this rabbit hole. So, see you guys in a bit. Hit that like button and subscribe. That's a crazy-ass story. Crazy assassination. I mean, not to compare assassinations, but I mean, Charlie Kirk just died. We had the JFK assassination, and these are like sophisticated, but I think this is a whole another level of sophisticated. The way they put thought, time, effort into this, got random bystanders, made these people think it was a YouTube prank show. That is an assassination.
Yeah. I didn't even know this happened until you told me about it. And then when we looked into it, I was kind of like, what the heck?
Well, the reason nobody really knows about it is because it happened in 2017, February, right before Trump won his first term. And that's all that was in the media.
It was a month after his first term.
Yeah, it was that. All the media wanted to know was Russian collusion, Trump won the election, fraud, voter, what is it? Voter election. What's the other one?
I don't know.
Whatever, though. But the point was that it got buried by Donald Trump, this assassination that happened in Malaysia. Yeah, off a YouTube channel. It's just so crazy because, I mean, I know Chile went down the rabbit hole. Did you know who Jim Com Nam was?
No, I didn't know that. I know who Un is just because of the interview, that movie, The Interview. But I didn't know about his brothers, his sisters who were scary.
The whole, I mean, when you go down these bloodlines, they're all a shit show. It's like the show Succession. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I love that show.
It's like that. They're all crazy. They're all trying to be the winner of whatever. When their dad dies, they're trying to be the dictator, trying to take over. And I mean, Jim Com-un was the half brother of the current leader, Jim Com. I just messed that up. Sorry, guys. Repeat. I saw Chili's face. I literally saw Chili's face. She's like, you mispronounced everybody right there. All right. Can we give them the rundown on who's who?
Okay, Kim Jong-il is the father. Kim Jong-un is the main dictator. Nam is the half brother. And then there's another. Yeah, there's another brother, but Chill, but he doesn't. It's Chill.
I love how they're just Chill, Nam, Khan, Ham, Sam.
So we can just go Un, Nam. It's mainly just Un and Nam.
Yeah, no, but he's the half brother, and he was supposed to. I mean, word on the street, I don't really know. He was supposed to be the actual dictator, right? He was supposed to be number one. Yeah, Nam.
Yeah, Nam, because he's the oldest.
Yeah, and I think they fucked up. Well, I don't know if you call it fucking up or not, but he got sent to a board. Was it?
So all the kids, Il sent all his kids to Switzerland to go to school because they're the only place that had a North Korean embassy. So they had like an agreement. So you can go to school. You could send your kids there. And it's a little bit more westernized instead of being like, I don't know why they did it, to be honest. Like, why wouldn't you just teach your kids in North Korea? But they said that Nam got along with all the South Korean kids.
Well, that's a major no-no.
Kind of messed it up.
Yeah, that's a major no-no. For anybody who doesn't know, go back to a little history channel, back to World War II. So anybody who doesn't know, after World War II, Korea got split up into North Korea, South Korea. America got South Korea. That's why South Korea is booming right now. And Russia and the Soviet Union got North Korea, and it became a dictatorship, a communist party, and that's where we're at right now. Jim Jong-il, which was the old dictator, he just died in 2008, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. And then that's when his son, Jim Jong-un, became the dictator as of now. But this fucker was insane. Mm-hmm. Insane. Like, he would tell people that he didn't take shits. Jim Jong-il walked around telling people, I don't take shits. I started driving at the age of 3. And if you don't cry at my funeral, you're going to jail.
That sounds crazy because you're like, how does he know? But I get it.
I know all this shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
because we both went down the rabbit
hole. Or no, but he's like, you better cry at my funeral or else. But like, how would he know? Because he's dead. It's his funeral. Do you know what I mean? It kind of sounds funny.
But you know, they went down with it.
Yeah,
they went through with it.
They did. And then I guess like all his kids had different moms. He had a bunch of mistresses, and Nam's mom was like, what was she, a model or an actress?
Yeah, like old school, like 1980s actress, which is like, I'll put her picture up. She looked beautiful. She was supposed
to be beautiful.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
But she didn't even want Nam to be a dictator.
Yeah, she was. Because I mean,
and he didn't even want to be it.
No, I don't know if he wanted to or didn't want to, but after he got westernized, he didn't want to. He figured out like, yo, you don't have to kill people. You don't have to kill my uncles. I mean, Un was killing his own family members that were going. Yeah.
I didn't go too deep down that part, but I heard a little bit how he would like execute them.
It's so bad right now. I mean, if you want to go down the rabbit hole of North Korea, if you escape North Korea and they find out that you escaped, guess who they punish?
Your whole family.
Your whole family. So you're even scared to leave because you're like, damn, if I leave, they're going to kill my mom and my dad.
Did you? So this kind of blew my mind. It's like a random fact, but like, did you see that Un has family in San Francisco? I think is it San Francisco or Manhattan? Manhattan.
Under witness protection, sir. Under witness protection, or
something
they
own. They own laundromat.
Oh shit.
And so that's why he always threatens to bomb it. I think it's Manhattan. He always threatens to bomb it so to get rid of his family. I'm like, that's crazy.
What a crazy stereotype. They own the laundromat.
Yeah, I thought that too.
He's supposed to have so much money and like we want to own a laundromat.
But it's not even just like random people. It's like your own family. Like I'm gonna blow up a part of America because my uncle lives there.
Oh yeah, and then like I mean, like Chili was saying, these fools went. I can't believe I can't get this word. These fools went schooling abroad. How do you even?
Switzerland.
Yeah, well, they went to school in Switzerland, and Chili was telling me that no one really knew that they were the son of a dictator. They were just walking around like, I guess, rich North Koreans, which is crazy.
You didn't know that you went to school with dictator, like a future dictator.
Yeah, and to top it off, I mean, imagine you're going to school as not a North Korean prince, but yet they have to pick up your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine.
That part's crazy.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I guess Kim Jong-il, who had his kids going to school abroad, every time they took a shit, someone collected it, like they were the president. That happens to Donald Trump. Like if Donald Trump right now, he's in El Salvador or Russia, and he takes a shit, they got a guy who picks up his shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that until you told me.
Dude, imagine how much they pay that.
You're just a shit picker-upper?
Just shit. Dude, that's your only job, though. That's your only job, dog. Twice a day, you got to pick up the president's shit.
Would you be proud of your kid if he was like, oh, yeah, I travel with the president, but I just pick up his shit? I don't know. It seems like a crazy job.
I mean, it is an important job, though. It is very important. I don't know if you know.
Like
I don't know if you know. If they ever get Donald Trump's shit, you can basically clone them.
What's crazy is like, so like at least like Charlie Kirk and JFK are like, they're praised. Do you know what I mean? Like they're worth something, but he was just like, Nam was just a gambler, wasn't he?
Well, he was a degenerate gambler.
He's just like a piece of crap.
He's a degenerate gambler that just loved females, and he was living in so a little bit on his backstory. He pissed off everybody in North Korea. This motherfucker decided to go to Japan to go to Disneyland with the fake passport and
got caught. Well, they said that Un's mom, because they're all had different moms, so that Un's mom kind of like gave him a heads up, like this fool has a fake passport, go get him, so that her son would be the next dictator to get him out of the line. Isn't that crazy? That's just supposed. Who knows?
This is some, like I'm telling you, it's some Game of Thrones shit. Yeah, it's some Game of Thrones shit. They're everyone's out for each other.
Yeah.
So basically, this motherfucker
trying to go to Disneyland, and then
like I said, this nigga just trying to be E-Zone. This fool just trying to be E-Zone. This fool just trying to go to Japan. We're just trying to go meet Hello Kitty. Dog, what's wrong with this motherfucker? So this fool gets caught trying to go to Japan with a fake passport. His dad, which is still the dictator at the time.
Boy, Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Tinfoil hack.